Welcome back to the Hide for Horrors podcast, where we review horror movies and horror franchises. I'm Mark,
I'm Elion.
and today we're reviewing Piggy, released in 2022, based off a 2019 short film of the same name, written and directed by Carlotta Padilla. Elian, can you get the people this?
So Sarah's an overweight teen who witnesses a stranger kidnap a clique of girls who bully her on a regular basis. When police start asking questions, Sarah keeps quiet and she's torn between revealing the truth or protecting the man who saved her.
Elian, I think you should kick us off because this movie was actually your suggestion. What made you want to get us to watch Piggy?
So funny enough, the reason why I wanted to watch is because I always saw it. Like, it wasn't until you brought it up, I didn't realize that the movie was based on a 12-minute. And like this whole time, I thought that 12-minute was just like a clip. Like I didn't even realize it was just how it started out. But and that's why I wanted to watch this because I was like, oh shit, I wanted to watch it, but at the same time, it was just like it kind of hits hard for me just because like I used to be I used to be an obese kid, so like seeing her struggle and being bullied for that and like I don't know how to explain it to myself. It's just like it kind of gives like a little sense of justice. I mean, it's a little fucked up to say because what happened in the movie that we're gonna talk about, but it's just like but it's just like
I
it
think
kind
that's kind of the point of the movie, though. So I think you're in the right space.
yeah, it was just like it was really good to watch because I feel like a lot of people can relate to like not that like the experience that she's about the killing, but I'm talking about like being bullied. But I've been wanting to watch this film for so long because it's always been on my like just wait list. That was it. Like I just never had the opportunity to watch it, and since we're doing this podcast, I was like, okay, let's watch it now.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I want to say I knew about this movie kind of in passing. I mean, I saw clips on like TikTok and Instagram reels of like how they were bullying her, and then it cuts to her seeing one of them being like kidnapped in the back of the van, and the van just rolls off and she doesn't say shit. Like I've always seen that clip. I never knew what it was from. I never knew what it was about. But whenever I saw that clip, I was always like, I support this. You're not gonna bully and embarrass me, then expect me to what? Like help escape this? I'm good.
Right.
You had to pay for this. I'm so sorry. I had none of my business. I'm fat and ugly and whatever the
Period.
hell else you said to me. Remember? Let's keep that same energy. So I didn't really know that much about it. So I was just kind of going in blind. And then when you mentioned it, I went online and I was like, okay, this is a good movie. And then I went to YouTube and I was like, wait, this is the entire movie over this 12 minutes? Did some research and I was like, oh, there's a feature length version. So then it was kind of, I don't know, I was surprised by the ending because I could have sworn
Oh yeah.
I thought she was gonna fuck the serial killer and they were gonna be like this murderous Bonnie and Clyde, which I kind of was all for. Let's just jump right into the scenes. The scenes and the kills. I want to say I didn't expect the mom to die, but I was
Did she
so
die
happy when
though?
he
Because
got.
I feel like
No, he killed her.
no, they just ran away. No, he just hit
No,
her
no,
really
no,
hard
no.
and she was just there.
No, he hit her hard and she died. She's dead.
Oh wow.
The
Okay, maybe. Oh my god, how did I not see that? I was
the
like
brother,
literally watching that part.
but the part in that scene was like he was ready to go kill her baby brother.
Oh, she was like no survivors.
And then, but she stopped him. So the brother lived. So I'm pretty sure the
Right.
brother and the dad are alive. Because I was like, girl, I'm rooting for you. But if you let him kill your little brother who ain't did nothing to you, then I'm anti you. Don't do this. The mom
Right.
was the
No.
only target in the family. Leave everybody else alone, please.
I like at first I was like, I kind of like I understand like her mom was like so frustrated, especially how she is because she was a moody teenager, but on top of that, she was being bullied and she didn't want to speak up about it. But at the same time, her mother was like so passive aggressive with her, was literally making things
With
worse
the
and she
whole
couldn't even open.
salad, with the whole
Yes.
salad thing,
No, no.
lady, don't do me.
At first, I thought she was doing it as a kind gesture, but then she kept on going and making it more than it is. Because at the first scene, she was like, just to help you, I want to help you lose weight. But then she kept going on and started teasing her and just like talking shit about her weight. That's where it's like, oh, you're fucked up for that.
I fuck that mom for life. Like she knew what she was doing. knew what she was doing. And I was that's why I was like, I'm not sad that you were taken.
I
That he
swear.
I was not sad at all. You deserved it. Um a mother scene. Going back to the car. When she saw them in the back seat and she didn't say shit, like I was like, I would have done the same thing. Y'all like just were bullying me in the pool, and now y'all in the backseat of this man's car. It was reinforced when you get to the end. Like, girl, you are handcuffed and dangling off something from the ceiling, and the serial killer is about to kill you, but you're gonna still call me Piggy?
I swear to God. Oh my God. We'll get to that one on me. But imagine being the first love of your life, the person that actually loves you is a serial killer. Wow. Get you a man
You
that can.
know, you know what? I would have been like, you know what, sis, go ahead and do it, because
Mm-mm.
and then she felt so bad, like that scene where she was kind of crying after she killed him. I was like, oh my god, you
Oh,
just killed him for the Granted, Claudia ain't say nothing, but that other girl, she would have been right there dead,
I
still dangling.
that bitch. Oh, I was hoping she would have been killed. I was hoping that she.
She was
Oh, I was
pissing
so
me
pissed off.
off,
Oh my
like
God.
pissing me off. And you know what? The
No,
scene,
no.
I'm hopeful that the ending scene with Pedro and Sarah means that they're gonna ride up into the sunset together and he gonna forget Claudia. That's my hope because fuck all of them.
Girl. No, what was the girl's name? Her, not Claudia, the other one, the one that was dangling with her. I keep forgetting her name. Do you
I don't
remember?
even remember, but she was making me mad. I was
She was
hoping
pissing me
she
off.
didn't make it.
The part that literally pissed me off was when she was in the lake scene or like the pool, and they did that shit to her, like the fishnet on her, and they were trying to drown her and calling her Piggy. I was so infuriated with that shit. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. And to have someone, aka Claudia, who is supposed to be your childhood friend, be fake as hell with you, that's fucked up. Just to fit in like this like norm, like a clique, and that's fucked up. I was so fucking mad, but I was satisfied with that. With the like we were talking about the car scene where she was just like being dragged, and she was picked up and getting into the car, and she was like begging for her help, Sarah's help. I was like, bitch, that's what you get, fake ass. But I'm trying to figure out, why was the waitress killed? What did she do?
No, I just think he's a serial killer. He had already killed the lifeguard.
Oh,
He was
he
killing
deserved
people. He
it.
was killing girls. He just happened to fall in
Okay.
love with Sarah, and then like
Gotcha, gotcha.
he was never gonna kill. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those like he was bullied too and whatever, whatever, and
Hmm.
he kind of just found like he saw Sarah for who she really was, misunderstood.
I can't lie, the serial killer was low key cute. His face was fine. I was like, ooh,
Yeah, he was cute. I'm not even. I can't even front. Like he was. He was kind of giving. But
I can't. He
I
was
don't
cute. I
know.
was like,
I just felt
it was
so bad
good.
for
I was
her,
like, ooh.
and Claudia's mom pissing me off. Like I get it, your daughter's missing. You're very upset, but she was making me mad the entire time. Like you cannot be going around and like manhandling these children. Like if I was a parent, like yes, I get it, but now you in
Oh,
here grab my
100%.
daughter's
Like, I need to
face,
stop.
grab my son's face. We're about to fight. I'm gonna beat you up later. You're gonna see your
But I
daughter
also felt
sooner than
like,
you think.
but I felt like she was also like an absent parent. Is that she's saying my daughter wouldn't do that, and I know like there's a lot of parents who are invested in their kid's life. Like they'll know something's up, and for her not to know this shit, it's just like I feel like you were just. I feel like you weren't like even trying to be in her life at all. That's just like my opinion on it.
She don't know that girl. She don't know that girl. Like you came to Sarah's place because she thinks that Sarah and
Claudia, we're still friends.
yes, you only think that
Yeah,
because
it's
you
just
don't
like
know you don't have you not noticed
you
that
don't know her
Sarah
daughter.
talk about kills. I think the only kill we really well we can't talk about kills. There were really two kills that we saw, and that was the mom's kill, and we saw
The mom and the dad.
the killer. No,
The
the
dad
dad
too.
didn't die.
Yeah,
The
he
dad
did.
died.
He choked him. Yeah.
Oh my god, I missed that. I
Yeah,
missed
so I don't
that
know.
part.
Like, it was the part where I don't know the serial killer's name. I don't even know if he has a name. Um, but basically, he went inside Sarah's room, was smelling her panties, and her dad was in the back saying, "What the fuck?" And then that's when he was beating the shit out of him.
I missed that part. I missed that entire thing.
No,
Wow. Okay.
it was right before her mom was killed. That's why he was
Okay. Yeah, that makes
upstairs.
sense. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I looked over that part. But for me, I'd say when Sarah killed the killer, you can see that she was kind of torn between like, let me save these people, and also I kind of have feelings for this guy because
Well, it's the first man that loved her, like just for her being herself.
yeah, like he didn't judge her. He bought her her favorite snack. So I kind of so like when she was crying over his
Good
body, I
girl,
was like, oh
man.
my God.
I
I was
know,
like, you really just killed him for these awful girls. Like you could have just let him kill them. Y'all could have ran away together. Like,
right? I
and
I felt
the
the.
fight was so sad. I'm like, oh, don't fight each other, please. I love each other.
I
Please don't fight.
know. I think I had a lot of satisfaction when when the girls were telling Sarah to run, and like I don't even remember. I think he cut off one of the girls' ears, and the other one fucked up her hand, like ripped her, like her hand was fucked up. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Um,
That was crazy.
but the part where they were still calling her Piggy to help
Yeah,
her,
that was
and
pissing me
that
off.
was like, I was like, you should have shot these bitches up. Should have shot them. I don't know. That's just me.
She should have just let him do his thing.
I swear to
Like
God,
he would protect you because they ain't shit.
for real, fake ass friend too. Uh, I felt that
Claudia
anger
definitely
when
deserved it.
oh, 100%. Like she was being like I was like I understand that she was trying to be part of the clique in the beginning, but at the end you just saw her true colors. You saw the real true color of her. Like at this point she was just doing it because she didn't like her as well. And on top of that, I felt that frustration when fucking Sarah pushed her, like she literally started moving and she started screaming. Like she was like, I felt that. That was very powerful. Like you wouldn't I didn't expect it to be a very powerful message to be fair.
But let's switch over to the characters. And first up, I kind of just have them all in one little like big cluster. Let's talk about the bullies, the girls, the killer's final victims. What are your thoughts on them?
They should have died in a worse way.
They should have.
But what I really liked about this film is because like it had like I watched the Spanish version of it, and I thought I was gonna like because I speak Spanish, so I was just gonna like listen to the original audio and everything. But it made me realize like the Spanish dialect in Europe is very different from like Latino America. Like there was like a variety of dialects that they were speaking that I could understand as well. It was just
Oh
really
yeah,
hard.
that's
If it wasn't
because
for the subtitles, it was like, oh,
yeah, it's Spain Spanish. It's from Spain. It's
yeah,
different.
but
It's a different, yeah,
yeah,
different variation of
no, 100.
Spanish.
Percent But on top of that, it was just like because where Spain is at, I like the fact that there was different varieties of the dialect. It wasn't just like one dialect. It was like from all around the region, which was
Mm.
really nice. They bully. I don't understand the concept of bullying so much. Like I understand people do it because they want to have control and power, but it's just like, why are you doing this to an innocent person? You know what I mean? I'm like, do it to someone who deserves it, not like a person that has not done anything to you. Like it's just like it just shows how much they just hate it themselves. Uh, but the girls, they were fucked up. I think they're just terrible pieces of shits. I'm still thinking about that pole thing. I'm not even talking about the fish thing. Like they just took all of her stuff and her belongings. It was just like, oh no.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was uncalled for completely.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. What about you?
Um, for me, they 100% deserved any everything that happened to them. They were just mean, like, but what they did to her at the pool was completely uncalled for, and like poking her and taking her clothes.
Oh my God. Do you remember the fucking Snapchat? Not the Snapchat, the Instagram. Literally, that's fucked up. That I felt so bad.
It might even, and we didn't talk about this in the scenes, but those random guys in the car who just like pulled up on her and was also making fun of her. I
That
was
was
like,
so
what?
nasty.
It's like, what's going on right now? Like,
I swear to
what
God.
is this? What is this movie? Someone please explain to me what's going on because I just did not. I wasn't getting it. It was making me so mad. I wasn't getting it at all. Um, but I want to talk about well, now let's move on to some other set of characters that kind of just put together. Um, both Pedro and Officer Juan, because Officer Juan was suspicious of everything from like the jump. Love that for him. He was like, no, something ain't right here. Something's going on. This girl knows something. But he was also being like
What?
nice, but
Yes,
also just like,
and
you know me.
but the thing is, the reason why he wasn't able to say anything because of his fucking, I don't know if it was like his higher up or his partner. He just like downgraded anything that he would say, especially, like everything that like even the mom brought up a lot of what Sarah was doing and all that stuff or anything. But the man basically pushed the thought away, like didn't even take it seriously.
Yeah,
No,
it
I'm not talking
was.
about Pedro. I'm talking about his partner.
Yeah, no,
Like basically made him.
Juan, you mean Juan's partner?
Yeah, Juan's partner. There we go. And the fact
Yeah,
that now once everything like started to settle down, people were realizing more and more. That's when he was just trying to be nice and all that stuff, trying to take some of the credit. Remember with like the scene, like the interrogation scene? He was trying his best, saying like, "We'll figure it out." I'm saying, "Oh, now it's we will." Mm.
yeah, like fuck that, bro. Fuck you. Like this
I
entire time I've
swear.
been telling you what's going on, and now you want to work like ugh.
I swear to God.
But then also go to Pedro. Now I thought when we saw Claudia's boyfriend, we were gonna hate him. He was gonna be awful, but like he ended up being very like understanding, and you know I didn't blame him for throwing her under the bus when it came to Claudia's mom. I completely
Yeah,
got that.
I
I
was.
got that.
I thought he was being fake. That's why I was like. But now that you're talking about it, I was like, I could see it. Like, I understand what you're saying.
I mean, her mom, as far as he knows, his girlfriend is missing. The last person to see her alive, to see her, was Sarah, who he knows lied about not seeing her. So, in his defense, I get it. I got it. It's suspicious. And he agreed to
Right.
be quiet, keep quiet, because he saw the Snapchat video, so he knows what they did to her. So I was like, okay,
Right.
cool. And then now I have Claudia's mom like in my face and accusing me of causing harm. Like I gotta get out of this. I can't. You're
I
not gonna be accused.
oh
I
that
get it.
scene. Oh my God, that scene. At least her mom stood up for her, like her for Sarah. At least her mom was like, "Fuck away from my daughter." Yada yada. I was
Hmm.
like, damn. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
hoping that the serial killer would kill like Claudia's mom, low key, because he was just watching
I,
from afar.
I wanted it so bad, so
I
bad.
know, and I was
So
so
bad.
irritated by it. I was so irritated.
But like I understood why he did it, and I was never. I was like, you know what? I understand you, Pedro, because I'm only gonna cover you, but when they start coming for me, and knowing that usually the boyfriend or the spouse is always the first real suspect, like, I gotta
Right.
save my own ass here. I'm so sorry. You gotta tell them you was there. You tell them something because it wasn't me. You know it wasn't me. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, what about you? What are your thoughts on Pedro?
It was cute. That's like it was
He
cute.
was cute.
A little
He
Spanish boy.
was. He
Uh,
really was. I wasn't surprised. I was like, ooh, okay.
I
This is
didn't
what we
like
got.
at first I didn't like him just because he was hanging out with that clique. Like whoever you surround yourself with, you're gonna like that's what I'm gonna associate you with. But
Every
the more
time.
like yeah, but then given the time and all that stuff, like he was actually saying like I didn't like what they did to that, like that was so uncalled for. I'm not really sure. I don't remember to be exact, but maybe you remember where I think he told them that that was not right to do. I don't know, or like, he just told her he's like I didn't think it was funny at all. I don't
Yeah,
remember at all.
because he wasn't there. He just because yeah, he wasn't at the pool. Claudia sent him a Snapchat,
Right.
and he wasn't okay with it.
Yes, yes, there we go. Um, I understand that, I also think that he was kind of trying to protect her as well when he like told Claudia about the whole situation because I don't think he wanted her to get in a lot of trouble. Like he wanted to like help her, saying like oh, speak up. I like you know what I mean? Because after like
Hmm.
hearing your point of view, I was like, okay, and you know what? I see it. He wasn't trying to be fake. I feel like he was actually just trying to help her out, like to be more honest and sincere, so she can let it out. Because obviously she was holding that in. She was like stress eating to the point. And
Yep.
then at the end, you could see like he didn't even question her being bloody. He's like he helped her immediately. Like, let's go, I'll take you.
I see a
Nothing.
future romance. They fell in love. Claudia gonna come
Rode
back in
into the
town.
sunset.
Claudia gonna come back to town with a missing
Arm.
something, and
And
he gonna be
I
like,
want
you
to see
know
if there was a
what?
part two. I want to know what happens. I really want to. It's all like what's it called? At this point, it's just speculation. What happens at the end?
Well, let's talk about the parents, all the parents as a whole. I feel like all the parents had a part to play in where their kids ended up.
One
Sarah's
hundred percent.
mom was kind of fake. She went from, I thought she was going to be supporting and understanding, but like,
No, the thing is, she starts supporting, understanding, and then she gets
no,
worse. Like
she lost me when she dragged her daughter to the crime scene.
yes,
You just found out that some missing girl was found dead under the pool, and you decided to take your daughter there. And oh, by the way, officer, my daughter was at the pool.
I'm
Excuse
like,
me?
if I was a good mother, I would not say anything. I'd tell her, tell me what
And then you're
happened.
hounding your daughter in front of the people, like, say what happened. What did you do? You didn't go to the lake. Like, and then the whole weight loss thing, the dinner table, and the way she was ridiculing her right before
I
she
really,
died. Like, you gotta go home, girl. And
I
then
really
Claudia's
thought she was just
mom
trying to be
is
good.
absentee beast, so
Oh,
like
100%.
I'm so upset she didn't get her comeuppance.
No, for me, it was just like at first I thought she was just trying to be supportive because like my mom was the same way because I was like I said I was being bullied and she saw that so she's like here like but my mom was like this is here we go like, we'll start with a little bit of salad. I want you to enjoy yourself, like I need you to eat healthy so I know you could be healthier. No, that's how she started, and then she's like eat you they don't call me a pig like you. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That was where I was like,
that
yeah.
came out of nowhere. That was so unnecessary. And I'm just like,
Yes.
she
If she didn't say
almost
that part, I would have been
should
understand.
go.
Like I would have seen her supporting. She said that. It's like, oh no, you're very two faced.
And the dad was just a wet blanket who didn't do anything.
Oh my god, he was just a push around.
100%. He was making me mad the entire time. Like,
Uh,
sir, get yourself together. Um, but let's talk about. Hang on one second.
no,
Let's
no, take
talk
your time.
about. Let's talk about Sarah. Oh God, why did I say that? Yeah. Let's talk about Sarah, our final girl, our main star. What are your thoughts on Sarah?
I saw myself in her. I really did. I saw the fear. I saw the pain. I saw the disgust. Like just being tortured all your life like that, especially on the outside. I felt that 100%. And for her not to speak up, it was just more of like I like one, I would have been afraid to say anything, but two, it's just like I would have wanted them dead for what they did to me. I didn't give a fuck. Like I want to be selfish for the first time. I'm gonna put myself first. So like her, I can see I can empathize and sympathize with her, is what I'm trying to say.
I get
I feel
you.
like
I get that.
I feel like she was a really like the actress itself herself was really good in portraying this like this character. Like she put her heart into this. Like I feel like I don't know her. I don't know if like she's a professional a professional actress because it was a short film at first and then it became something big. Um, like she really encompassed the character that she was playing. So that's what I really enjoyed. A lot of people are gonna say like she was just doing a like maybe she was how do I say this? What's the correct word? Like maybe some people might say that she didn't do a good job, but I thought she really did. I think she did a great job in my opinion.
She was good. I got the emotion, I got the fear, the sadness, the longing for acceptance. I got the love lost, the hopefulness at the end. She was great.
Mhm.
And she won an award,
I just
so fuck 'em.
That is true. I like that she finally stood up for herself for once. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, "Fuck you."
Well, that just leaves us with the killer. What are your thoughts on our mysterious killer with no name who is really cute for
Smash.
some reason? Yes, 100%.
Smash. Oh my god. Uh, I like that they kept him very mysterious. Like they did. Like he wasn't like a big impact. Like it's like it wasn't like now and then. It was just like he was just like and behind the curtain. Like he was like behind the scene. Like you don't see much. Like you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I like that. I really did like that because they were more focusing on Sarah more than the killing itself, in my opinion. So I like that they did that with the killer. I like the fact that what can I say? The casting was great. I think they did a great job with the casting with this. But I like that he was quiet. Like I not like Michael Myers quiet, but I'm just saying I like that he didn't draw attention to himself. Basically,
Which is important when you're serial killing, I guess.
Mhm. I guess.
um, and for me, I kind of the actor played it so well, and so like he didn't oversell it. It was like a perfect balance. Like it
It sure
makes
was.
you want to know more, but I don't want to know more. I always say that, and then once something gets explained, I get like mad that they told me too much. But like,
Right. They really
I do
kept his
agree.
background really quiet, like mysterious.
Well, Elion, can you give the people the behind the scenes info and facts?
Piggy, Carlota Pereda's feature film debut is based on Pereda's short film on the same name, which won the Goya Award and the Forqué Award in Best Short Film in 2019. Critics' reaction is Rotten Tomatoes is 91%. Screen Daily wrote the film smartly mashes up thriller, rural drama, and comedy elements into a loving, crafted, potentially atmospheric film. Variety wrote that the film sits at an unexpected intersection of artistic sensibilities, first recalling Catherine Breillat and Brian De Palma before taking a deep, bloody plunge into grindhouse territory toward its unsettling, ambiguous finale. It's comparing Sarah's journey to Carrie's.
We've come to my favorite part. Elion, do we cash or pass Piggy? Elion?
Oh, I would cash it. It was a really good film. I feel like many people can relate to the film as well, with being bullying being a very big thing, especially now in today's generation. Um, this film encompasses the rage that many people feel and like that how they would handle it if they could, unfortunately, and fortunately and unfortunate at the same time, because killing's wrong, y'all. Don't be doing it unless they owe you money. But yeah, I cash.
I would cash too. This is actually a really good movie. Surprised how much I liked it. Again, I only saw like small little clips, and the clips I saw were from the short film. So I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and I was very excited. Well, there you have it. There's our review on Piggy. But please tune in next week as we have our special Valentine's Day horror movie, My Bloody Valentine, the original one from 1981. That's for next week. Until then, good night.
If you like this episode, please be sure to check out some from the Haddonfield Horror Cemetery, where we've covered big franchises such as Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Saw, or one-off reviews like The Blackening or Hereditary. You can follow Haddonfield Horrors on Instagram and TikTok, where the hosts post updates and mini reviews. Full episodes are available on several podcasting platforms, including Spotify, as well as YouTube. If you're listening to us on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe. The Haddonfield Horrors podcast is produced by Mark Smart, Tawan Griffin, and Elian Cordova, themed by Lethal Injection, and edited by Mark Smart.
The Haddonfield Horror Podcast is a letter to media production.
Should we do an intro?